Okay, try this again. My cat kept interrupting my last attempt at starting this. So my roommates are in meetings in a place like 50 to 60 miles away until 5, and they said they're probably getting food on the way home, so they probably won't be home till 6-ish, maybe even 7. It's 4:48 right now. Um, so I figured before going back into the hell that is Atomic Heart, I might as well look back since we just got a new one. I decided I might as well look back at past Resident Evil trailers and excuse me. See how they've revealed the games. This Resident Evil 7 trailer is like one of the first times I ever heard about the series aside from the Alice movies. Apparently there was like a month and a half of teases leading up to this, which is fucking insane. And then let's watch it. I haven't watched these trailers in quite a while. Aside from the RE8 one. The RE8 one I watched a couple weeks ago when the rumors really started kicking off about RE9. God, it was the 20th anniversary celebration. Actually, I'm gonna check to make sure this is even the right trailer.
She's back.
Yeah, it is.
Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody that everybody's.
Okay, this is like our first like official time seeing this next Resident Evil game. In the last couple were all like action focused, but all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, this is like first person. Like if they didn't have that um 20th anniversary thing at the start of this trailer, most people would never have guessed it was Resident Evil. Anyway.
I was raised in a deep dark hole, a prisoner with no parole. They locked me up and took my soul. I call to him and he will come. She'll run to him like he's the one. His arms outstretched, but when she's done, he'll be torn apart.
Oh my god, it's like a loading screen. Like I said, it's been fucking years since I saw this. I only remember the ending bit. Yeah, that shot right there of Jack. Fucking Baroque people. Like, we assumed they were going to do something for the 20th anniversary, aside from a very shitty online game. Like, we knew they were going to, or I guess I shouldn't say we, because I was really in the community then, but people assumed they were going to announce something for the 20th anniversary aside from, like, the shitty multiplayer game that they put out. Let's see here. Next up is the RE2 remake. This
This is not
trailer
how I imagined my first day.
is fucking awesome. No, wait. Wrong trailer. Wrong trailer. RE2 remake teaser. Is it only the version that has like the crowd reaction that has like the super early version of RE2? Also, if you hear music in the background, that's me putting in the Resident Evil 8 disc. Come on, internet, work with me. Come on, internet, you can do it. PlayStation Showcase trailer, maybe? Maybe it's this one. Oh, that'd be why. I fucking lost internet. That'd be why nothing's loading. Weird. Okay, this is the one. This trailer is fucking perfect. Honestly, Capcom with Resident Evil trailers these past few years have been on something. So, like, for those who don't know, E3 was kind of like multiple. It was a big, huge group gathering of companies, and it wasn't like we knew who was showing what at this show. Like, it wasn't saying, or it wasn't like, I don't think it was even leaked from what I remember. But I wasn't really in that community back then. So it wasn't like, this is a Capcom showcase. Like, you know how Xbox has their showcases tomorrow? It's like we always going to know who's going to be there because we like Bethesda and all that kind of stuff. Like, we never, because Capcom is not a first party studio for Sony and never will be. Thank the Lord. So yeah, we didn't know what was coming. And if you watch like a crowd reaction to this, you can tell when the RE fans figure out what it is.
Hello?
When the Capcom and general fans figure out, and when the general gamers figure out what it is.
All right. Hey, relax. Everything okay? You can't be here. I'm putting you under arrest. Stay back, sir. I've got this. Officer, you need help? What are you doing? Get off. No. Get off of me.
Right about here is where our Resident Evil fans figure it out. And here's the Capcom fans. Because they know who Leon is.
Jesus Christ.
Money's in my account. Always a pleasure.
Attention, all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
There's Ada.
Extraction.
Hunk.
Survival's your responsibility.
God damn it.
Will you help me?
Of course. impressive display of strength. But we never meant for this to happen.
It's coming. It's coming back.
Was the first Birkin tease as well at the end. This trailer is probably like how I would do a Resident Evil trailer, and I'm very happy that Requiem sort of copied it.
Long ago,
Even if it did
a
kind of,
young girl went
even if it did kind of spoil the twist with Ethan at the end of Village.
with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty.
I
They
vividly remember
determined to find
watching
the
like this
berries, the
PlayStation
rest
event
broke free of
where this was revealed and going, that kind of sounds like Mia. Like, obviously at this point, I had been speedrunning RE7 for a while, so I knew Mia's
Mother's
voice.
grasp and vanished into
Even
the
though she's been in the game for like, what, 5 minutes?
Mother's worried cries
RE7
sounded
that
fast as
is,
the girl
if
ran
that.
on, over vine,
I guess if you count the flashback shit,
Under
she's in there
branch.
longer, but
and
and the stuff on the boat.
forest deep.
What is it with that
And then I heard Ethan's voice.
creepy story?
I'm like,
It's just a local
this can't be
tale.
this can't be Resident Evil. We
You're
just
really
we
into
just
that
had
stuff.
one because this was like 2 or 3 months after. This is like a little over like 15 months roughly after RE2 remake came out, and like 3 months after RE3 came out. Like I'm like we can't already have another Resident Evil. So I'm like, oh, is somebody else
No, friendly.
getting these people for a horror game?
Who are you?
And then it was in first person. I'm like, maybe it is Resident Evil, and I just sit here.
They're coming. Who is?
So obviously this is all stuff from like the opening hours of the game, or opening hour. Right here. Fuck, I missed it again. I should just put it in slow mode, but I'm not going to. Right here. Blink and you miss a moment. I'm like, this is fucking RE. That's Umbrella. That's the Umbrella logo. Yeah, all these trailers only really showed off Lady D. There's a bit of Heisenberg in there as well, of course. Those are the two ones that could sell the game.
Chris? Sorry, Ethan. Why?
They really tried to sell Chris as a villain. And then there's this one. I'm gonna skip to this part of this trailer, because this one's fucking long.
Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
What is this?
one that I've been searching for. A special one. The chosen
Special one.
Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need
I don't recognize any of these voices, by the way.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
I thought this was Chris. That was gonna be Chris. That was Chris the first time I listened to it.
You are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that!
God, this looks utterly horrifying, and I'm all fucking for it. So yeah, that's like a look back at all these different trailers for the series. I'll probably do more of these later on when we get closer to release. Maybe once we get our first gameplay look at RE9, I'll do a comparison to all the gameplay videos or something. But yeah, I was thinking about doing this for a while. Of just talking about like Resident Evil trailers in general, and then RE9 got revealed, and I kind of pushed it up my to-do list. Expect a fuck ton of Resident Evil content over the next few months. Pretty much everything that is not like a new release has gotten pushed back on my schedule. KJ, you're fine. Yes, you are. Stupid cat. Keeps yelling at me even though he has food. Anyway. Yeah, pretty much everything that's not like a new AAA or even indie, I guess, for some of them, release is getting pushed back. By quite a few weeks. If not months. I think my plan as of right now is my roommate just texted me saying they're still arguing about stuff, and they're supposed to be leaving at 5, and it's 5:05 right now. So they might not be here for a while. I have like my list of Resident Evil games in front of me. I don't know which one I'm gonna play first. I was thinking original RE1, but then I remembered that RE2 and 3 original are getting added to PS Plus this summer, so I'll probably wait until those come out. And then play all 3 back to back. Sorry, I'm chewing on a grape. Atomic Heart will get finished at some point. I don't know when. I might do RE5 first. I don't know. Maybe. Just depends how I'm feeling. Maybe I'll do like the opening bits of RE5 or something to see how I'm feeling. So yeah. Hope you guys are excited for a lot of Resident Evil content over the coming months. And then of course, come launch day of RE9, I am going to... I actually might be moved into my new place by then. My hope is to be moved into my new place by August, but we're not 100% sure on that yet. And my new place is like a hell of a lot easier to kind of like dim out. Like the place where I'm at now doesn't have curtains on the windows, so you can't really like dim it out for a horror movie or a horror mood. But where I'd be living would be in like the downstairs area of a place of a family of where my sister's living. I guess is actually what it is. But it'd still be a whole lot easier to kind of dim out the area there. Trying to think of what else I could talk about quick. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's... I know I keep saying this. Yeah, that's it. I'll be talking more about Resident Evil trailers in the coming months once we get more stuff for RE9. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Resident Evil content and horror content in general. Especially, I might end up pushing all my spooky games to October instead of like spreading them out. I don't know yet. Anyway, once I know, you guys will know. Bye bye now.